Hello BookTube, Sarah here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with my anticipated reads for February 2018. So there are 8 books on this list that I want to talk about, so let's jump in and get started. The first book coming out on February the 6th is The Color of Love by Sharon Sala. This is book number 5 in the Blessings Georgia series. It is a small town romance, and it's about a woman who starts to receive these letters and packages and things from a secret admirer. Now she's a little concerned because she has something from her past, and she thinks that somebody from her past is actually trying to harm her. And, you know, she kind of hooks up with the local police chief to investigate what's going on, and I guess the story goes from there. It sounds really cute. Sharon Sala is a great author. She does great contemporary romance, and she also does really, really great romantic suspense, if that's something that you would be into. The next book I am really excited about, and it comes out again on February the 6th. And it is The Great Alone, and it's by Kristin Hannah. Kristin Hannah, for those of you who might know this name, is from The Nightingale. That's what she wrote. But I know her from writing The Winter Garden, which was absolutely fabulous, and I highly recommend it. Now, this one, when I read the back of the book, this is all it says. I'm going to read it for you guys. It says, Alaska, 1974. Untamed, unpredictable, and for a family in crisis, the ultimate test of the human spirit. That's all the back of it. Like, even if you want a Goodreads, that's all it says. So yeah, this is one that I really want to read. She is a favorite author of mine. I've only ever read The Winter Garden, but I loved it so much that it's on my list to reread. And I highly recommend her work, and this one looks like it's going to be so good. The next one is coming out February 13th is Surprise Me by Sophie Kinsella. I do enjoy Sophie Kinsella. I know some people are hit or miss with her. I really actually did enjoy the Shopaholic series. Now, granted, I read it 13 years ago. How old am I now? I'm going to be 39, and I read it when I was 26, so go ahead and do the math, guys. But I really enjoyed it. I found it hysterically funny. And this one, when I saw she was coming out with a new book, I'm like, okay, I'm a little intrigued. What's it about? And it's essentially about this couple, this married couple. You know, they've got kids, they've got a great life, everything is fantastic. You know, it says on the back, like, they finish each other's sentences, and then they end up going to the doctor and finding out, and this isn't a bad thing, that they're actually extremely healthy and could probably end up living, you know, for another 70 years. Well, suddenly they go home, and now they're faced with the fact that they're going to be together, literally till death do us part, for another 70 years. So it's kind of a twist on the whole. They didn't get a bad medical diagnosis that they've only got 6 more months together, but on the flip side is they've got 70 more years together. So they decide to start, you know, trying to spice things up a bit and keep things interesting, and they kind of do this thing where they surprise each other every now and then, you know, of course, secrets are revealed and things like that. It sounds really interesting, and I'm interested to try it out. So yeah, I am looking forward to it. The next one, coming out February 13th, is The Lucky Ones by Tiffany Reisz. Now, I read by her last year The Bourbon Thief, and I loved it. Now, I knew her, or know her, as an author for Harlequin Blaze, which are spicy, little spicy erotic, not little, like, but you know what I mean, erotic stories, essentially, for the Harlequin line. And, you know, they were fabulous, absolutely wonderfully written, like a lot of Harlequin books actually are. But, you know, when I read The Bourbon Thief, it was such a departure from that. I thought, wow, this was really good. And this one is even more of a departure, like, not more of a departure, but it's not a romance novel. And it's essentially about a group of kids who were adopted by this very wealthy man. And, you know, then one night, the youngest of the children is almost killed. Or almost dies, I should say. And she's taken away by a new family. And, you know, however many years pass, and then she gets a call from her brother, and he says that the dad, like the man who adopted them, is dying, or has died. I can't remember which. And she decides to return back to this house that they all lived at to try and find out the truth about what happened that night. And of course, you know, it's a thriller. It sounds really good. She's a wonderful author, and I'm very, very much looking forward to reading this one. Next up is February 20th comes out Smooth Talking Cowboy by Maisy Yates. This is book number 1 in the Gold Valley series. She's a really great author, and I'm so thrilled that she's got a new series coming out. This book itself centers around the fact that the main character has an ex-boyfriend, and she essentially wants to get back at him. So she goes out and finds just this random guy and decides to try and make her ex-boyfriend jealous. And of course, that relationship goes from there. So, sounds really great. Again, Maisy Yates is a great author, and I'm very much looking forward to this one. Coming out February 27th is Raspberry Danish Murder by Joanne Fluke. This is book number 22 in the Hannah Swensen series. I don't know too much about this one. This is a cozy mystery series, and I'm just letting you guys know who might be reading this series that the next book is coming out. I am reading through this series slowly. You know, I'm hoping to get to 1 or 2 of them this year. We shall see. I've got a lot of other things on my plate, but again, just letting you know, book 22 is coming out this year. Or in February, and I think it actually takes place at Thanksgiving. When I was reading the quick little blurb on the back, it said something about Thanksgiving, so keep that in mind. Coming out February 27th is Shallow Grave by Harper. This is book number 4 in the South Shores series. Say that 3 times fast. And this is a series about a forensic psychologist and a criminal lawyer, and they solve cases, essentially. It is a, you know, it's a romantic suspense series, and yeah, Harper is a really great author, and I'm looking forward to this one. And the last book that I want to talk about, also coming out February 27th, is The Sometimes Sisters by Carolyn Brown. This is it would be classified, I guess, as a chick lit novel. I read The Strawberry Hearts Diner by her last year, and in 2017, and I really enjoyed it. I had a couple little problems with it, but overall, it was a really enjoyable read. And this one is about 3 sisters who are estranged from each other. And they call themselves the Sometimes Sisters because they would only see each other during the summer at their grandmother's, like, estate, essentially. So I think the grandmother passes away, and then the 3 sisters come back. And they've been willed the entire estate. And it's not just like this house, it's like a campground of sorts. It sounds like it's going to be a really great summer read. And I might have to pick it up and hold off and read it in the summertime because it sounds like it's going to be really good. Again, Carolyn Brown is a great author, and I absolutely recommend anything by her. And I'm looking forward to this one. Anyway, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if there's any books coming out soon that you are looking forward to, or if any of these ones sound good to you. And I'll talk to you all in my next video. Until then, take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye.